Everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how you can integrate banner ads in Godot game engine for Android with the help of an Android plugin. So let's get started. Now first, this is the documentation for creating an Android plugin in Godot game engine. With the help of this documentation I have created one cheat sheet. So instead of referring the documentation I will be referring to this particular cheat sheet, so don't get confused. First I'll show you guys the output. So I'll just open my Godot game engine app. So here you can see I'm using Android Studio to mirror my device. So basically banner ads are which are shown at the bottom of the screen. Make sure you are connected to your internet. It does take a bit of time to load. I'm just connected on my mobile data, that's why I think it's just taking a bit of time. So here you can see finally a test ad has been displayed. I'll just zoom in a little bit so that you guys can see it. So here you can see at the bottom of the screen a test ad has been loaded. So this is just a test ad. Typically for development you should use the ID which has been provided by Google AdMob. Don't use your production ID, otherwise there is a high chance if you keep clicking on this particular ad, production ad, or from your own account, Google might ban your account as well, so be careful with that. So anyways, let's get started. So first you need to create an Android project. Now to create an Android project you can just open Android Studio, just click on new project over here, click on empty views activity, click on next, give it some name. Language I have selected as Kotlin, minimum SDK I have kept it as 26, and the build configuration language I have selected is Kotlin DSL. Then just click on finish. I have already created an Android project, so I won't be creating it again. So for now I can just click on cancel. I can just open my existing project. Now this does take a bit of time to create a project because it needs to do Gradle syncing and all that stuff. But once Gradle syncing is done, you should see something like this. You will not see this my library folder, you will see this app folder as well as Gradle scripts folder. If you still don't see this after Gradle syncing, you can just select this Android drop down over here and you should be able to see it. Then we need to create this my library folder. So you can just right click, new module, select Android library, and here you can name it whatever you feel like. I have named it as my library. Again, make sure you use the minimum SDK 26. If you can use a higher version as well, but do remember this version because same version needs to be used on Godot side as well. Also I'm using Godot 4.4.1 which is the latest at the time of me recording this video. Language I have kept it as Kotlin, build configuration language is Kotlin DSL. Okay, then just click on finish. Like I said, I already have this my library, that's why it is not enabling, that's why the finish button is disabled. So once again you click on finish, it will do Gradle syncing. It will take a bit of time, so be patient. Once that is done, you need to open this Gradle scripts. You need to go to the build.gradle of your library over here. Just scroll down and you need to add two dependencies. So first one is this Godot 4.4.1. if you are using higher version of Godot, make sure you replace this 4.4.1 with your own version. And here we need to use this Google Play Services ads dependencies as well. Once you add these two things, just here you will see a sync now button. Just click on that sync now button and it will download the dependencies for you. Then you need to go to my library, you need to go to manifest. Okay, before manifest go to Kotlin plus Java, and here inside this first folder you need to right click, new Kotlin class file, name it as Godot Android plugin. I have already created it, as you can see over here. There is one more thing which I just open this particular documentation as well because I want to show you guys the documentation. So let's come back to our code. So firstly you need to add all these imports. So yeah, just copy all these imports. Then we are extending from Godot plugin. The plugin name I have given it as my plugin. Again, you can give it whatever name you feel like, but do remember this name because this name will be used in lot other places as well. Then here we define our add view which is null at the start. Then we override this get plugin signals method which will help us to send data from this native Android side to Godot side, but I'm not really using this plugin. I have just shown it to you for your sake in case if you are interested. So I have registered this test signal. Then we override this on Godot setup completed method, and we have to do this first. Mobile ads dot initialize, pass our activity to this. This is very necessary for Google AdMob to initialize itself first before you show any kind of ads. Then here is our show ads method. So here if add view is equal to null, then we first initialize it. We set the add unit ID. Okay, I think I'm using the same thing. I don't know why. So sorry about that. And firstly here we set the size for our ad, which is of type banner. There are different ad size as well. If you want, you can use that. And here is the ad unit ID. Now for testing purpose, this is a test ID which I have received it from the documentation. So if you see the documentation over here now, okay, they have made a huge mistake in the documentation. This should not be frame layout, it should be a ad view. Like previously it was fine, like 1 year back when I made this tutorial for native Android development. Now I think they have messed it up. So I think for Jetpack Compose this should be fine, but for XML layout they have messed it up. So here you can see this is the test ID which I'm using over here. Okay, I think, sorry about this, they have, this is the different test ID, but I 747241, right? Just a second. Okay, I think that test ID might have changed, but the one test ID which I was using, so you can use any test ID, so it's up to you. So just don't miss and match. So there is something called this application ID as well, which looks kind of like a test ID, and there is this test ID as well. So I'm using this test ID. You can use whatever test ID you feel like. You can check the documentation as well. I think they have messed up the documentation a little bit. Here it should not be frame layout. Anyways, so here then I'm creating this layout params for our frame layout, and we want the banner ad to the bottom of the screen, center horizontally. That's what we are doing over here. Then we use activity.add content view, passing our ad view as well as params to this. Then we do add request.builder.build, and then we load this ad request to our ad view. Then you can add listeners to your ads as well, in case the user has clicked an ad, had closed an ad, failed to load an ad. So here you can see I'm sending all this data to Godot side, but like I said, I'm not really using this on Godot side. If you want, you can use it. And suppose if you're not happy with the position, you can set the position from Godot side as well. So here you can pass the X and Y value, and depending on that we'll just set the ad views position as well. Okay, once that is done, you need to come to Android manifest.xml. Firstly you need to add internet permission, then you need to add this application tag. Now this metadata tag I have copied it from the Godot documentation. Only thing which you need to change is, firstly this should be your plugin name. So whatever name you have given over here, make sure you use the same name over here. Next, this should be the package name. So here you can see this is the package name for me, right? So I'm using the same package name over here, and this is the class of Godot Android plugin. So that's what I'm using over here as well. Then here we have this metadata. So again this is the, now this again I have copied from the Google AdMob documentation. So this is a test application ID, that's what I'm using over here. So again this is very important. Later on I will show you at the end of the video how you can generate your own application ID as well as this AdMob ID, and you can replace it with those production ID as well. Okay, once that is done, you need to go to the project drop down over here. You need to go to my library. You need to right click new directory and name it as export_scripts_template. So as you can see I have already created it, and inside this you need to create two files. So to create a file, again right click new file, and here you need to name it as export_plugin.gd, and do the same thing for plugin.cfg as well. So once you do these two things, so for let's see, have a look. So this again I have copied it from the Godot documentation. So this should be your plugin name. You can change the description, author, version to whatever you feel like. Then here is our export_plugin.gd. again this I have copied it from the Godot documentation. So again you can just copy paste it. Important thing is this should be your plugin name, and you need to add one more method called get Android dependency, and here you need to pass the Google AdMobs dependency, which we added it inside our build.gradle file, right? So this make sure you add over this as well. Okay, so once this is done, you just need to open Android Studio. Sorry, you need to open your terminal. Okay, you just need to go to your Android project. As you can see over here, I'll just clear everything out. Okay, so I'm inside my Android project in my terminal, and then you just need to run this particular command /gradle assemble. So I'll just copy this and I'll paste it over here. So this will generate AAR file for you. Now I have already ran this particular command, so it would be pretty quick for me. So once this command is successful, you just need to go to your Android project, need to go to my library, build, outputs, AAR, and here we should see 2 AAR files been generated. Let's just wait. Here you can see. Next you need to create a Godot game engine project. Then you need to go to project, click on install Android build template. If you are doing this for the very first time, you will see a download button. You have to click on that download button and then click on the install button. I have already installed it. Once you install it, you should see this Android folder being created over here. Then go to project, export, add, click on Android. I have already added it. Once you click on Android, here you will at the above the export project button, you will see a fix import button. Just click on that fix import. Here inside this, you check this use Gradle build, minimum SDK set whatever you have set while creating the Android project. And here I don't know what Android architecture my Android device is running on, so I have selected all 4 of this. And here make sure you give it some proper package name as well. Once that is done, just create a scene, Godot scene, and I have attached one script to this. Now inside this particular script, I have given it some plugin name, and here is our another variable called Android plugin, and inside ready function if engine dot has singleton, and this is the plugin name. Then we initialize our Android plugin, and then here we just call show ads. Okay, yeah, that's it. If you want to connect your signal as well, you can connect that. I have made a separate video on how to connect signal, so if you want, you can watch that video as well. Then you need to create this add-ons folder, so you can create it from Godot game engine or from file explorer. I will create it from, I'll just show it to you from file explorer because it has a lot of subdirectories as well. So go to your Godot project. Here you need to create a folder called add-ons. Inside that you need to create a folder with your plugin name, so in my case it would be my plugin, and then create a folder called bin. Now inside the my plugin folder, you need to copy these 2 files as well. So inside your Android library export scripts template, just copy paste these 2 files and paste it over here. Ignore this .uid file, so this is created automatically by Godot to index those files. Okay, then let's come back over here. Go to bin. Inside bin you need to create 2 folders, debug and release. Now inside the debug folder you need to copy this debug AR file, and inside release you need to copy the release AR file. Now inside then you need to rename it as well, so whatever is your plugin name -debug.ar, and for release whatever is your plugin name -release.ar. okay, so once this is done, you need to go to project settings, go to plugins, and make sure you check this particular checkbox as well, and then you can just close this. Yes, and I think that should be it. If you have, okay, so let me show you how to create the AdMob thing as well. So first you need to sign into Google AdMob. Just click on apps, and here you can click on add app. Click on add app. Here you just select Android. So now this depends whether your app is on Play Store or not, or App Store or not. So mine is not, so I'll just click on no, click on continue. And here you can give it some name, so my Godot app. Okay, and I'll just click on add app. Then here you can click on done, and then click on add unit, select banner ads, give it some ad name, just say banner. Okay, and I'm not using for it partner bidding, so I'll just click on create ad unit. Now here you can see you got this banner ID as well as this application ID, right? So you just need to copy this, so over here, so firstly over here, and secondly over here as well, and you need to run this command again /gradle assemble and drag and drop those AR files again to your Godot project. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.